a renowned shrinkologist.
Well, it's a wonder he didn't kill himself. Learning. How does Fart Man keep from killing himself right away?
Well, that's a good question, because, you see, as he trains his bowels, whole cities are ruined.
Howard Stern all morning, Don and Mike all afternoon, and G. Gordon Liddy midday on WJFK.
Come on and nutricize your body. Come on and nutricize your mind. My old size was a 22. My Nutrisize is a 10. One day a friend who had a weight problem asked me about Nutrisystem, and I said to her, this is a wonderful program. It works. It tastes good. And she said, well, I don't think I can do it. It's too organized. And I said, look, I have a 5-year-old daughter, a 3-year-old son, a 6'7" tall British husband who eats Paul Bunyan meals. And if I could be successful in doing this program and still feed them their 3 different menus prepared 3 different ways, anybody can do this. All you got to do is make a phone call. Nutricize your life.
In the first 30 days, you're not completely satisfied. Nutrisystem will refund your entire program service fee. Meals and additional purchase not included in the refund. Individual amounts varies. These things centers only. Call 1-800-321-PLAN.
At times like these, trouble. I need to talk to Tom right now. Aren't you glad you went to your AT&T phone center for the dependability of an AT&T cellular phone? Word to send. You'll know what to do. Your AT&T phone center is your one-stop cellular center with expert advice, activation availability, and a complete line of full-featured AT&T cellular phones. Hello, Tom? Help. And right now, during our sale, the AT&T Portable Cellular 3730 is $100 off the regular price.
Tom, I'm on the 4th hole in the rough downhill ride. What do I do?
And every cellular phone from your AT&T phone center comes with the exclusive AT&T Customer Assurance Program. It includes a cellular hotline for advice and information, even next business day replacement of your cellular phone if necessary.
Okay, play it back, hit down, follow through. Hang on.
Your AT&T phone center. When you need AT&T quality, it's the place to go.
Thanks, Tom. Can you stay on the line? Next hole's over water.
Offer ends August 9th. Next business day replacement within warranty within continental U.S. if decision to send replacement is made before 2 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Thomas DeKaiser, phone clerk and Army reservist.
You get to travel, meet new people. My Army Reserve unit's going to Germany for 2 weeks as part of our annual training.
Jonathan Anderson, chef and Army reservist.
I think employers are impressed when they see the words Army Reserve on your resume. I actually got a civilian job because of my experience in the Army Reserve managing people.
Army Reserve, experience, adventure, and more.
All that you can be in the Army Reserve.
For details, call 1-800-USA-ARMY, paid for by the U.S. Army Reserve. Howard Stern, Don and Mike, and G. Gordon Liddy, 106.7 FM and 1300 AM, WJFK.
Then it's 25 before 4, and now here's Steve again with sometimes reliable traffic.
Good afternoon. We still have an accident on the outer loop on the ramp as you make your exit onto northbound Connecticut. Outbound Suitland Parkway at Frith Sterling, earlier accident there is in the clearing stages. You'll find heavy delays on South Capitol as you make your way across Douglas Bridge. Good news in Prince George's County, accident at John Hanson Highway, I should say vehicle fire is in the clearing stages, so all lanes should be open there. Outbound 66 is slow from Nutley to 123. Southbound GW Parkway at Slater's Lane. Earlier left lane block is now in the clearing stages. I'm Stevie Bridgewaters with Metro Traffic for WJFK.
Yes, you are, Steve. This radio station traffic report with cars is a service of Strayer College. Thinking about going back to college? Advance your career with a bachelor or master's degree. Join thousands of other working adults now attending Strayer College. Call 336. Oh, and the Big Dynamite Panhandling Experiment Part 2. We're going to go a little longer with it this time. All right. Now, if you listened to the show yesterday, you know exactly what we're talking about. If you'd like to participate, dress up in your best hobo clothes and come down to WJFK right now. We're on the corner of Main and Oak in Fairfax. What do you want to do? Give it 2 hours today? Well, start and we'll just go to the end of the show. Okay, so as soon as the person gets out to the location, we'll just go with it and then we'll see what the total is. Right, the show, as you now know, goes all the way to 7 o'clock. Right, so we could get a solid 3 hours of panhandling. I'll be interested to see what the weather difference is, because yesterday was kind of a crummy day, and now with the bright sunshine, people are in a much better mood. We'll see if people are more inclined to donate to a panhandler. Well, in 1 hour yesterday, our panhandler got over $12. Yeah, about $12.50, something like that. Now, if you, let's see, what is 12 times 8? 60, it's 96. That's $96 a day. 96 times 5 is 0. That's $480 a week. That's right. If you could panhandle $12 an hour for 8 hours a day, you'd make $480 a week. That times 4.
You can just do it 52.
Well, all right.
You can just multiply it. See, I'm bad at the multiplication, but I can figure that part out. Just multiply it by 52 and you get the yearly total. That's with no vacation time, mind you. That's with, paid vacations.
96 times 52. 12, 19, 0, 3. It's a good thing I learned this stuff. That is... Can this be right?
Let me see. Let me see. What did you get, like $700,000 a year or so?
$49,000? Can that be right?
No, it'd be about half that.
If you got $96 a day, right?
Well, what's the weekly total?
The weekly total is 96 times 5 is 480. So it's 480 times 52, right? I times 96 times 52. 0.61900. That's $24,960 a year. If you could average $12 an hour, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, you could make, is that right? About 25 grand a year?
About 25 grand a year.
It's a good thing you and I are never going to get on. It's academic.
Well, I know. I'm terrible at math. You know that. It's one of the weakest element. I mean, that's what I got today. Is that right? Is it 25,000?
I got 24,960. That was my total.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right.
For 480 times 52,
roughly $25,000 a year.
So you could do okay. Now this article,
I can practically hear the mathematicians calling us right now.
The article in Newsweek magazine said if you did your job really well, right, you could make between $30,000 and $40,000 a year.
Right.
As a panhandler.
And that's valid. To me, that is valid. Because I think that the total that our guy got yesterday, they're over $12 for the hour, was a low total. I think usually, in a panhandler that has some experience would probably be able to do a little bit better.
All right, well, if you'd like to try, here's the deal. Just like yesterday, we'll send you out with Rob A to a secret location. Dress like a bum. Spend the afternoon panhandling money. We will match whatever you get and give that to Children's Hospital for Have a Heart. Plus, we'll cut you a check for the exact same amount.
There you go.
So you get to win whatever you keep. And we'll start it as soon as somebody comes down this afternoon here at WJFK. Oh, I've got some Olympic trivia for you. Right now, let's see, I'll have, do we have any Olympic crap to give away?
Do we?
Yes, we do, Mike.
We have t-shirts?
No, we don't.
Do we have mugs?
No, we don't.
Do we have clocks?
No, it has nothing to do with the Olympics. We have tickets to the Old Dominion Speedway to give away.
Hey, we can tie that in. That's a sport.
Okay, here's my Olympic trivia question.
All right.
One of the Olympians on the Dream Team was born in Angola. Name him. Name him. And while we're waiting for those calls...
I'm just dying to blurt out the answer right now because I think I know who it is.
While we're waiting for those calls to flow in, Diana?
John Havlicek.
Diana, do you have a moment? He's on the Dream Team All-Timers team. Diana, where are you?
It's Oscar Robertson.
No. You just are not up on basketball, are you?
Well, the Big O. Jerry West.
No. Oh, incidentally, the Big O. They used to call him the Big O. Now the Big O means something else entirely, doesn't it?
Well, and I tell you, Oscar Robertson is not happy about that.
Diana, tell me about Universal Studios. Now, before we went on the air today, Diana came into the lunchroom and she said, "Oh, the people from Universal are going to be listening today." No. In that Mary Tyler Moore, Laura Petrie way that you have. Oh, Rob! So what's the deal?
That's all I know.
They're listening, what, just to find out what they're going to be getting in a couple of weeks?
Yes, they were just interested in trying to figure out exactly what kind of show you did. That's pretty much all I know.
Now here's where I think, Diana, that you can run interference for us, and you can perhaps, like in basketball, I'll use a basketball analogy here. You can set a pick. You can set a pick for us by maybe just finding out what they want and then heading them off at the pass.
Alrighty.
Because coming in and saying they'll be listening, they're listening for. It's like I picture a bunch of suits around an oak table, with some big Universal Pictures logo on the back of them.
These guys on the Universal do their show. What are they talking about?
Did you hear that?
These guys are on. What are these guys saying?
I don't know. We might want to reconsider the entire trip.
So they're listening right now?
I guess I'm really like a third party in this. This is just what was told to me. Hey, Universal's going to be listening around 3 o'clock today. Boom, that's it.
Now, what do you do when you hear something like this? You go, nope, it's not me. See you later. Is that what you do? I'm just curious. Because really, we were sitting there, getting ready, kind of psyched about the new time, and so the people from Universal Studios are going to be listening.
Is there some problem with the trip?
No, not that I know of. No, absolutely not. I mean, it wasn't like...
I mean, like, if we do something, if we say something really awful today, like if I slip and say GD or something, are they going to say that the trip is
Not
canceled?
that I know of, no. No, I didn't, when I came in, I didn't mean to be anything like, oh my God, you guys listen to Universal's going to be listening today. I'm sorry if I had that Rob appearance. I didn't.
No, it wasn't just an hurrah. It was basically you coming and going,
Oh, yeah, it was a big one. The people from Universal Studios are going to be listening. I equate it to the time that she couldn't, here was the tone of voice you had. Did you ever see Dick Van Dyke where Laura couldn't stop opening up Rob's mail? And Rob finally got so pissed off that what he did was,
hey, watch that language. The people from Universal Studios are listening.
he sent her a giant inflatable raft that was in a box. But the deal is, she, as soon as she opened it up, this big gigantic, and then she got that tone in her voice.
Took up the whole New Rochelle living room.
Just like the tone you had when you came in and told us about Universal today.
We're just curious.
That's all.
Who told you this?
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Boy.
Jeremy the Weasel, huh? All right. Oh, and one more thing, Diana. You know what? We're just working you.
I know, sorry.
One more thing. Tell me about what I have written down from when I was talking to you. Oh, yeah. Tell me about the DJ that you heard today.
Oh.
Tell me about the DJs. Now, what DJs? Diana told me she heard some really bad radio today, and I said, save it for when we get on the show.
Oh, goody gumdrops. What bad radio did you hear?
Jack Diamond.
Okay, what did you do?
Harvey, and I ran into a person that I worked with when I worked with Jack Diamond years ago, and we're not identifying him properly. We're not. No, we call him Harvey Fisher. But if we want to make it complete, his name, and I was informed by this Terry Alley that used to work with, she said, oh, he doesn't get that ticked off if you call him Harvey Fisher, but if you call him by his middle name, Harvey Joel Fisher, then he gets a little bit more angry. So just let's always remember now that it's Harvey Joel Fisher. So you're listening to the Harvey Joel Fisher show this morning.
We were doing some sort of a bit where it was like, hey, call us up now and get aboard our big bus to King's Dominion next week. Apparently they're going down to King's Dominion next week, but they're not broadcasting from King's Dominion. They're leaving at 10:30, and they're giving away tickets for people to join them.
Oh, this is what got me. Because at first I thought, well, they're ripping us off when we went to Ocean City, but no, they're doing it the Bass Backwards way. These guys are going to do their whole show, then get on a bus with a bunch of people,
and
go up to King's Dominion for the 2-hour drive up there, and I guess hang around with people then.
So it'll just be Harvey Joel on a bus going down to King's Dominion.
With a bunch of people, yeah.
Well, do some of the DJ shtick, though, like you were.
It was like, hey, Max 7.3, who's this? And it's like, hi, this is Beverly. Oh, Beverly, you want to come to King's Dominion with us? Yes, I do. Well, we've got tickets for you and 3 of your friends. How does that sound? Thank you. Hey, how about your boss? Would your boss like to come down with us? And he's just on and on. And all the little flunkies he's got working there with him were backing him up, and all these people were calling, and it was pretty darn lame.
All right.
Pretty darn lame.
Good stuff.
Thank you. Good bad radio story.
That was wonderful.
I hope the people from Universal liked it.
Let's take this time to say hi to Harvey Joel Fisher, please.
And now, hey, let me take an answer for my big Olympia trivia question. Will you do that? Hello? Hello there. WJFK Radio. Tell me, who was the only Dream Team member born in Angola?
I think it's also Angola, New York. Pippen? Scottie Pippen?
It is not Scottie Pippen.
No! Hey, what about, will you tell us whether the first part was true?
Of course it was.
Hello. It's Angola, New York.
Yes.
All right.
Hello?
Hello?
What do you think it is?
Christian Leitner.
Christian Leitner. Yes, that's right. Hey, you won our Don and Mike Olympic prize package.
Is his face turn red when he does that?
What?
Does his face turn red?
No, I can do that actually with very little effort, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, you won this Olympic prize package, a pair of tickets to the Old Dominion Speedway
Oh, great.
on Saturday, August 1st, so enjoy.
I will, thank you.
Thanks for listening. And what's your favorite radio station?
WJFK.
How do you spell that, baby?
WJFK.
Okay, thank you. And Christian Leitner was in fact the right answer.
Angola, New York.
Christian Leitner, one of the 3 dorky token white guys on the team.
It's Christian Leitner, Mullen,
Chris Mullen, I guess there's 4 of them.
yeah,
Larry Bird
and John Havlicek.
and John Stockton. Well, John Stockton first. And together they are the 4 dorkiest white men on the face of the earth. And they're there, I guess, on behalf of all of us dorky white men. There you go. It's 3:47 to WJFK. Here's Booze with News. We'll come back. You want to take a phone scan?
Let's dive in with both feet.
All right, folks, we'll try some of your live calls. Remember, as I said before, it's not as easy as it sounds.
No, we're not doing this with mirrors.
Here is Buzz, and then we'll take some calls.
They're demonstrating against the U.S. in Baghdad today. It's happening about 2 miles from where the United Nations inspectors are finally touring that agriculture building. Iraq is, for the moment, cooperating. And to make sure Saddam Hussein keeps cooperating, the U.S. is continuing to flex its military muscle in the area. But the White House says all that's just precautionary and not to be taken as a crisis situation. The Smithsonian is planning to lay off some people for the first time in at least 20 years. The institution's $40 million short on its budget. No word yet on how many people will get the axe. The year is half gone, and the murder rate in Montgomery County is twice what it was at this time last year. In fact, it's more than doubled, even though the overall crime rate is up only a couple of percent. The county's recorded 15 murders so far this year, compared to 7 at this point last year. As you may have heard, Michael Jackson suing the London Daily Mirror newspaper for reporting that Jackson's face is badly scarred and disfigured from all his plastic surgery. Jackson suing for libel, and ABC's Linda Alden says Jackson will show his face to try to prove he's not wearing a mask and that he's not disfigured.
Jackson's lawyer said the pop star will stand up in a witness box here in England and let a jury decide whether the Mirror newspaper was right in describing his client's face as disfigured. Bertram Fields said the case would be decided very quickly once it could be seen that Jackson is not scarred all over his face, that he doesn't have a hole in his nose, and that he's not a disfigured monster. The Mirror, which says it will fight the libel suit, has challenged Jackson to allow himself to be photographed without makeup. Meanwhile, fans here in Britain will soon be able to judge for themselves. Jackson kicks off a series of sellout concerts on Thursday. Linda Alban, ABC News, London.
Seat Pleasant is a quiet little community in PG County, except on Friday night when they have the big dance at the firehouse. Last Friday night, actually, it was more like Saturday morning, a gunfight broke out and 50 to 60 shots were fired. The county's been telling Seat Pleasant and 3 other quiet little communities that the firehouse dances are illegal and to please stop. Now, county officials are making an example of Seat Pleasant, cutting off the firehouse's money supply. The firehouse says the dances will continue. At 10 minutes till 4, WJFK's Sports and Weather, next.
Greetings from DC20, the station that programs all your summer travel needs with Vacation Across the Nation Week. For instance, why not take a trip to visit your long-lost twin brother?
Hey, I don't have a twin brother.
That's what you think.
Tonight at 8 on DC20, America's biggest star.
You're not identical twins.
And America's littlest star.
Oh, no?
Are putting brotherly love to the test.
Oh, obviously. The moment I sat down, I thought I was looking into a mirror.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito are twins.
This is a great idea.
It's Vacation Across the Nation Week with twins. Tonight at 8, only on DC20, WDCA-TV, and at 10.
The mission to see Star Trek, the next generation, 5 times a week. Star Trek, the next generation, every weeknight. Mission accomplished.
This is not a mission. It's personal.
Weeknights at 10 on DC20, WDCA-TV.
WJFK Sports, turn your radio down for about 45 seconds if you don't want to know the Olympic news. Several major disappointments in Olympic competition today. Janet Evans took a silver in the 400-meter freestyle. She was highly favored to take the gold. Matt Biondi didn't even take a medal in the men's 100-meter freestyle. He was also favored to take the gold. And in wrestling, Dennis Kozlowski fell to a Cuban in the final match after not allowing a point to any opponent in his last 4 matches. The women's swimming team was able to salvage a gold in the 400-meter relay. It was the only gold for the U.S. swimmers today. U.S. medal count is now 4 gold, 4 silver, and 6 bronze. We're now tied with China at 14 medals each. Coach Gibbs has signed on for 3 more years with the Skins. Today is also the last day for the public to watch the Skins practice. After this, camp is closed to the public, and the O's are in New York to open a 3-game series with the Yankees tonight. WJFK weather clear tonight with a low around 62. Sunshine tomorrow with a high around 90. Right now 82 in Washington, 81 in Baltimore, 78 in Philadelphia. I'm Buzz Burbank on W.
Now, just a minute, fellow.
JFK.
Thank you, Blues. 352, we will answer your live calls next here. Let me give out the numbers. In 202, call 432-1067. In 410, call 597. WJFK. Mike, you will be glad to know that not only do I have more madcap wild, wacky trivia for you today.
Oh, good. I love that.
I also have an advanced copy of a brand new book called Questions to Ask.
And now, what is the mission of that book? I mean, the title's kind of confusing.
These are questions to ask people to bother them.
Oh, just to annoy them.
These are generally questions that people do not want to answer. For instance, have you ever put cologne down there before a date, just in case?
No, I don't think I have. You know where I put it?
Where?
I put it under my arms. I put cologne. Yeah, cologne under my arms, but I've never gone down there.
I have.
You have?
When I was a young man,
Cologne down there.
when I was a young man, I used to put Brute in my pubic hair.
Oh my God.
I did.
Well, cologne down there.
Well, that's one of the questions.
So what else do they have in there?
Have you ever had sex with someone who was way beneath your standards?
That's the kind of question where you indict yourself either way you answer.
All right, we'll dive into these calls, and then I got a whole bunch of these questions.
Wow.
Questions to ask.
That's amazing.
That's right. I've used cologne down there. Hello, WJFK.
Was it before you were actually dating somebody beneath your standards? I'm just curious.
I don't know if I've ever had sex with someone way beneath my standards.
Way beneath.
Not way beneath.
Yeah,
I've had sex with someone beneath my standards, but not way beneath my standards.
I would think, though, that if you were having sex with somebody way beneath your standards, it wouldn't be way beneath your standards simply because of the reason you were having sex with them.
Right, your standards would be so low that they would be up to your standards.
That's correct.
Okay, all right. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
I am?
Yes.
Well, you guys are distracting my employees, and I'm pretty upset about it. I want you to stop.
Why, where do you work?
Well, I don't want to say the name of the company because we have a reputation to uphold. The thing is, I hired these people that aren't that smart, and they think that you two are actually inside the radio.
Oh, really?
Well, they stop their work during the day, and they stare at the radio.
Do they work with their hands?
To explain that you're... I don't know if you can explain broadcasting to them, but just tell them that you're not really in there.
No, we're not really. Are you sure it's not that they're just being thoroughly entertained as soon as we come on?
No, because they just have... They look blank. They're not...
Now, that's the look of being thoroughly entertained.
Do they turn their heads to the right or left, somewhat like a dog hearing a high-pitched whistle? Uh-oh.
Well, no, I would say that might be the sound of being thoroughly entertained, even under being thoroughly bored.
Right.
Well, they're not. They're just not smart. So how could they be entertained or?
Are they looking at the radio right now?
They're both kind of doubled over. They're laughing. Neither of them are doing any work. They're looking at the radio.
This would be a good test for them right now if they're actually looking at the radio.
It's over. She's got her ear right up next to the radio. She's fooling around with it and.
Let us out of here! Hey, come on, let us out of here!
I'm not going to partake in this particular bit of mind theater, Mike. If you want to pretend like you're trapped in the radio, go ahead.
Let me out! Let me see.
They're going to get confused. They're going to wonder why I don't have a bigger radio.
Let me see if I can squeeze out through the knob here. Oh, I can't. Let me out.
Looking for you.